Alright, welcome back to Dominions 4. Looks like we got a lot of messages and even more unexpected events. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, research and alterations complete. That's fine. Let's watch what happened in Zox. Okay. Yeah, not that many barbarians. Go, Holy Avenger. Yeah, there goes the charge body, thanks to good ol' Alteration 1. Come on, rout them! Rout them! Yeah, that was pretty good. Alright, go on in there, Zarya. Show them what you're made of. I don't think you're gonna make it, Zarya. That's okay. You cast aim. Well done. Yeah, see, that's where, like, alteration can kind of mess up stuff. But it's okay. At least Zarya stayed out of harm's way. Let's see what happened in Karnag. Okay. Let's hope that Gordon Overkill does his job. It's just some thugs. Come on, guys. It's just thugs. You can do it. Air shield. Oh, he actually got hit. That's a bummer. Okay. Holy Avenger, Sermon of Courage. Well, I'm glad you made yourself brave. Charge body. Gordon, you're messing around. You're not doing any work. You're letting the men do all the work for you. Doesn't matter as long as we won. There was a battle in Rot Marsh. Okay. Rot Marsh. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of blood slaves. Resist poison will not help you. Sabbath Master, that might. Okay. Air shield, okay. Agony is not good. This is bad, actually. I may have grossly underestimated the amount of issues I'm going to have here. Ooh, somebody died. Yikes, those guys have some hit points. Come on, guys. Alright, I think we're gonna pull through, but I think we took some losses. Man, that's a lot of Bloodhenge Druids, too. Agony again. What does Agony do exactly? I think it's just a raw damage spell, isn't it? I'm not sure. Okay, well... Poor blood slaves have died. Man, I think we lost some guys. We only lost one, but... Karnag, did we lose anybody? No, of course, I was watching that one. Zox, we didn't lose anybody. Okay, good. Gorillion. Unrest is increasing in Gorillion. Blue bill... Oh, no. 560 people left. Death +1. Oh, dude, seriously? I'm still curious to know if these 560 people left, if, like, they actually relocate to another province or not. Let's see. Battle in Rotmarsh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. Unexpected event in Blue... Oh, Belagor's rebelled, hasn't it? An ambitious lord is trying to take control. Worldwide event. Time of strife that was brought by the Throne of Wars ended. Okay, Belagor. Let's see what happened. I know we must have lost it because the flag here is independent. So, looks like we're going to be taking a little bit of a detour. Yeah. Patrolling troops have killed 3 brigands, and Ephisabor, we have also killed some brigands. Okay, good. Alright, Sabouts. Province has not organized any local defense, and we got 110 long deads. Yup. Marcus has lost another province over here. Yeah. building his temple there. He hasn't moved in Tiash yet. I have a lot of diplomacy to go over, but I'll do that after I come back. Right now, let's just go ahead and take a look at everything. Daz is over there. He hasn't gone after the infantry there. This is annoying right here, but it's okay. I'm going to be building a fortress, and we'll start recruiting some dudes to take this back. But yeah, I'm not gonna beat myself up over this one. Well, it is income 41. Okay, so it's not like, you know, our income 21 or something garbage, like, or this income 6, but still. And Gordon, oh, did we? Oh, dude, I didn't actually think I meant to. I thought I canceled the recruiting over there. Apparently, I did not. Okay. Anyway, Ulm is over here. Where are they moving? Anyway, somebody's gonna have to take this throne. This throne is not gonna be available for me. It looks like he took back his province here. Anyway, that's a quick glance at what we have. And when I come back, I'll lay out the plan and go over all of the rather intense diplomacy that we've been dealing with. Wow, Ermo really did spread out. I guess he must have just barely lost that province, but anyway, I think we probably ought to just go for this one. I told him I wouldn't. I told him I was going here first, but boy, yeah, we gotta get this. How's our population? Oh, we don't know the population over here. Yeah, his dominion is spreading. We gotta do something about that. So, Glimmering Fields, etc. Yeah, we gotta get over here. Gotta get over there. Get some stuff done. I wish you could tell Dominion with your spies, but obviously, it makes sense why you can't. I mean, you don't know how strong a religion is until you have it border your own, I think, is the logic. But yeah, otherwise, these provinces are gonna be dying pretty quick. So, gotta get a move on. I think what I'm gonna do is move to this province, though, and leave this here on the border of not Asphodel. I keep doing that, saying Asphodel when I mean Agartha. I'm going to leave this on the border with Agartha. We're going to go here. But, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so there's a lot to talk about this turn, and I'm going to try to get through all of it, and I hope I don't forget anything. The tricky stuff to go over is the diplomacy. And I'm not going to show any messages on screen and try to paraphrase just because there's way too much, and the last episode was way too long. And actually, I'm going to probably be sending some messages after this that I will go over in the next episode. But anyway, so me and Agartha there were on a bit of a trajectory for war, I think, but we've avoided it. And Ulm and Agartha are also on a hostile trajectory, but I don't think anything's going to happen in the immediate future. And I offered to broker peace with Ulm between Agartha and Ulm, but that offer has been declined. So war isn't imminent, but they're not ready to be. They're not ready for an alliance, or well, not an alliance certainly, and not a non-aggression pact. And me and Agartha have worked out a non-aggression pact, but there was a lot of stuff on either side that we had to go over. So for example, there was Juek, which we were arguing about, and so of course I realized that a fortress is being built here, but it didn't occur to me that he wants this province for the same reasons I do, which is it's going to be adjacent to this capital. But Agartha capitulated. Oh, also there's Tiash, which I told you I was in the last episode I decided to move out of because I didn't want to lose my army to his if it moved in there. But at the last minute, Agartha also swerved, so we both backed off of Tiash, and at that point, also probably a lot of you guys were maybe screaming it at me during the episode that his commander can't go in the water. I did not recognize that. I knew that it was Birdie Bot, I knew it as in I remembered it from earlier, but I didn't put the two, I didn't draw a line between point A and point B. Although in my defense, BirdieBot could have had a, what's it called, a ring of water breathing or something like that. So very easily Marcus could have, you know, been on this trajectory for the sea. However, BirdieBot and that army will not be entering the sea in the immediate future. So like some of my like hair on fire messages that I sent to like Ulm and Man were unwarranted. I didn't have to worry about Agartha getting into the sea yet. Agartha getting into the sea is, you know, I told Marcus pretty directly that I think that's, you know, a very powerful move. So of course I'm gonna object. You know, like nobody's gonna like want to be put in like a check situation. So anyway, though, he and I have worked out a non-aggression pact, and it's indefinite, and you know, I trust Marcus to keep his word, which he reminds me of and reminds all of us of. But the thing is just that you know, like I said before, what happens when the time limit expires, and then what happens if he has a non-aggression pact with me, for example, and he has one with Asphodel, and what happens if I demand that he attack Asphodel or I attack Agartha, or what happens then if at the same time Asphodel demands that Agartha attack me, or Asphodel will attack him, you know, like what's he gonna do in that situation? And you know, I know that, like I have to think about that. So anyway, though, I'm confident he won't break a non-aggression pact with me, which basically that's a plus and a minus for him, and that it makes a non-aggression pact with him very valuable. But the reason it's precisely the same reason it's valuable is also precisely what is the con of, you know, his word, which is that basically he's giving me a non-aggression pact that I get to cancel when I want, because I know he won't cancel it, right? So that's, you know, a big luxury, as opposed to like my other, I mean, even my alliance with Man over here, it's like it's only as good as, you know, long as we agree to follow it. So anyway, long story short, we are okay. War has been averted for now. And yeah, I'm still gonna work with Ulm, and I am going to honor my non-aggression pact with Agartha, because we can't afford to fight each other right now, or I certainly have more to lose, I feel, than he does. But anyway, I was very demanding. So yeah, I was a little stressed out. Like, not stressed out because of emotions, but just like, it's a lot of work, you know? So anyway, as you can see here, he's taken back this province, although we haven't had word that the throne has been reclaimed yet. But next we have this province rebelled, and of course, as you remember, this province rebelled on my part too, which is, you know, irritating. And I'm not in a good position to pick that up right now. Let's see, while we're down here, let's talk about what I've spent my money on. So Pagobar, as planned, is beginning to build a fortress. Now, a lot of you may think that that's too little too late, but I don't know. It's what I can do. And it's not a bad province. 86 income is not bad. We are continuing to move into this province here, Benofe. And if you're interested, there's the Academy of War that was in this province that we found, and enter it for combat training. And I believe if I enter it, like, my army and my commanders gain some experience points. But from what I've heard, it's not as valuable as just straight up going around, you know, fighting and doing stuff. Like, it's really not useful unless for some reason I had to have an army here just to, like, you know, guard this province the way, for example, Sabouts has an army here. And so, yeah, of course, we're just going to move up. We're going to collect these archers. I don't know why, but I had thought that I had canceled the recruitment of these archers in this province, but apparently I didn't. And then I had one that's still in production, so I'll let him finish. And over here, I decided, well, all right, fine, we'll just grab a few more and have some archers in this army, like, for what it's worth, which is probably not that much. I don't know. They're cheap, though, so whatever. We'll see. Let's see. Gordon is moving, like, not sneaking, but moving back to the province of Vanheim. And in Vanheim, Simfjolte is making an Alquill, and Farbout and Ragnar are continuing to research, and we're going to get a Vocation 1 next turn. I have Ratatosk is moving into this province, carrying with him 8 vans, and he's just going to sneak in case something happens. I want to have the option of attacking and not necessarily have attack demanded of me. I don't know, maybe I should make him just move in, though. Alright, let's do it. We've got 15 province defense, so we'll just do it. And then, let's see, cast a specific spell, blessing, cast a specific spell, blessing, and there we go. And let's go ahead and set you up over here. Okay, and then hold and attack. Closest enemy. Okay, so yeah, he'll just go into this province, FFA, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. Moving my scouts inwards into Ermor. Let's see, let's finish up talking about Vanheim. So yeah, if you check the research, I'm going to be done with Evocation level 1, and pretty soon we'll get to Evocation 2, and we'll have lightning bolts. So we'll be able to use a few lightning bolts with Chris Lighthawk over here, or Commander Lighthawk. Recruitment, let's talk about that. So, recruiting an Ein here and 5 vans. I almost canceled recruitment of the Vanhurst to grab the 2 extra vans, but I decided that I actually really do need the commander, so I'm going to continue getting a Vanhurst. So, yeah, building the fortress down south is really cramping my income this turn. Over here, again, we're just finishing up with the leftover recruitment, and then I'm moving this army of Shagoths into Blue Beauty. The next thing I'm going to do after that probably is with Fafnir we're claiming the throne of water, so yeah, that's self-explanatory. And Tylos is moving into this province in order to prepare to build a lab. That's probably what I'm going to have to build the next turn. I probably won't be able to build a fortress, but I got to get the lab up so I can start recruiting the mages in this province. Like, I'm just going to prioritize it, and then we'll work on the fortress after that. Anyway, getting back to Fafnir here, the next turn, since Marcus won't be entering the sea, what I'm going to try to negotiate with Ulm is perhaps I'm going to move Fafnir into Cerulean Sea and bring this army over here with it. And here's the next phase of my scheming, and that is I told Agartha that just because we have a non-aggression pact, which means that I won't attack a province he owns and vice versa, doesn't mean we can't continue to negotiate our borders, right? So I said, like, look, I know Juik is still something that's kind of a sore point for both of us, but we can agree to the non-aggression pact and continue to discuss Juik or discuss exchanging provinces and such. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to talk Ulm into not getting upset, although there's not much Ulm can do one way or the other, I feel. But I'm going to take Cerulean Sea, if I can. And I may continue moving south. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pillage these provinces into insanity. And I'm going to make them ungovernable. Like, this is like, I'm going to rename, if I can pull it off, I'm going to rename Shagoth something like Beast Rabban, and I'm just going to go like Dune on this thing and like just work like I said, just make these provinces have incredibly high unrest. And I won't tell Marcus that I'm doing that. He's going to be so mad when he finds out. But I'm not going to tell him I'm doing that. And so then I'm going to give him the provinces in exchange. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm just holding the province, but you just move in whenever you feel like it. You can take it over, and then he's going to come in. It's going to be like just this big mess. We'll see if it works. The other thing too is if I work the provinces up too much, they're going to rebel, and I have to have a big enough army to, squash the rebellion. So, it may or may not work. But it's an idea. It's just an idea I have. I don't know yet that I'll do it, but it's something I'm thinking about. And step 1 will be, after claiming the throne of water, to move Fafnir in here. Okay, so yeah, there's that. There's that scheme that I'm hatching. I don't know if it's going to come about or not. Okay, more importantly, over here we do have our army, our big consolidated army, and we are moving into Oak Halls. I decided to forego the Grey Mercs. Sabouts did not move his army. He has a small army garrisoned here, which I'm sure he's probably going to move in here to reinforce with. I don't know what he's going to do with this Pretender. Probably he'll leave the Pretender in the fortress. And so we are going to go up against this. We are going to go up against this army. And here's how we are organized. So I have explicitly set all my commanders, just because I do not want any hijinks from them. But we are casting Blessing twice for each one, right? So we're going to get 6 blessings off. I don't know if that's going to be enough to cover all of these units. It may not. But once that's done, we're going into banishment. So we're going to be starting to cast banishment spells. I really don't know. Maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll compromise, okay? I'm going to take this guy off of banishment and let him cast spells. Oh, dude, but do I really trust him? I really don't. I really don't trust them to do this right. Like, what I was going to say is, like, let him continue to do the blessing, but, you know, if necessary. But you know what? No. Continue. We're going to cast banishment, okay? Just do it. Just do it, okay? I've combined my Einheers. Oh, this poor guy. Battle Fright, and he's lost an arm. Anyway, I've combined my Einheers into the same squad as my heavy infantry, so that way hopefully they will not rout as easily. And they are going to be in the same hold and attack position. I've got my archers position behind them, and I've set them to fire cavalry, although I don't think there will be any cavalry. You know, maybe I should set them to fire at what? Archers, cavalry, flyers, large enemy monsters, closest enemy. I don't know. I don't know what would be the right choice. I would like to fire at their rear, obviously, but if you could do that, that's all anybody would ever do. I don't think they're going to have any archers, so we'll go with cavalry and just see what happens. But it's probably tantamount to just like letting them fire at anything, because there's going to be no cavalry, so they'll select a target at random. Our piggy, we just want to have guard commander, and I thought about putting my piggy out here so that he would like be the first target for stuff, but I really need that piggy to stay alive. We are going into enemy territory. Enemy dominion. So the piggy can die. The pig can die forever. And he was expensive, and I need the supply bonus, because these are going to be barren lands. So don't want to lose you, piggy. We have our big glom of cavalry, who are going to be holding and then attack closest. They're going to be the ones that really get smacked up first, though, aren't they? Let's move our infantry up a little closer, just so that we have a chance to really engage. And then, yeah, and our archers will just stay right where they're at. They should be okay. They'll do a little bit of sniping. We can move them forward just a bit. Man, I wish I could do something better with my archers, but if I do that, they're going to have a penalty to their... Yeah, they'll be okay. We'll just leave them in the regular box formation. They'll be happy enough. So, I think that's what we're looking at. This commander here, the piggy is going to guard him, and he's going to stay behind troops. Somebody was telling me you can tell them to, like, do nothing, but anyway, whatever. He'll be fine. Stay behind troops, do nothing. Same thing with the other commander. Stay behind troops. And, yeah, that looks like everything here. The other Van Herses are just gonna cast banishment, I hope. Cast banishment. Let's see what happens. I'll think we'll be able to beat him, but you know, don't know what his wizards and stuff are in that province, because we haven't attacked it. So I don't know what his commanders are. All right. Anything else going on? I think we've covered the recruitment, right? Still recruiting a few units here to just pick them up. Just finishing the recruitment on that one unit. Grab everything from over here, build the fortress. Shiniyama's over here building up a force. We found Man is extended down here. Moving my scouts inward, we found Battle Moose, the eldest dwarf, over here. I don't know what he's doing. He has asked me for intelligence if I know anything about this throne, which of course I don't. And I just basically told him, like, whatever you do, claim these provinces before Agartha if you want to keep them, because that's what Agartha is going to do, is he's going to be trying to get these neutral provinces. And I don't know, Marcus might change his mind and actually move into this province. That would be the smarter thing to do, in my opinion. He ought to move here and then get this throne, and then he can worry about Tiash later. But, yeah, I don't know. Ulm is going to just try to hunker down and build up their strength again, which is absolutely the thing you should do, I think, if you get, you know, beat up too much, is just try to stay low while everybody else fights. Gonna go scout around here and see what man is up to. Gonna push into this troll land a little bit more. Over here, we got the Earth Readers and Ancient Stone Hurlers and Agarthan Heavy Infantries. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. I am going to go ahead and move Bartholomew into this province with the knights and militia and just take a look at that. And I expect a combat from Agartha there soon. And yeah, are these all my scouts? My other scouts are just moving up. Is anybody attacking? I don't think so. I think everybody's sneaking in. So yeah, Ermor has taken more land than I thought. So yeah, also I imagine by the time the previous episodes to this one start airing, a lot of you guys will have been impatient with me being like, you are making a big mistake not attacking Ermor. So yes, I see that now. If you've been saying that, you get to say I told you so. But yes, I've come to that realization at the moment. We will be taking Ermor. Oh, the other thing is, Agartha, I think, is going to go ahead and try to start attacking Ermor. And to make that easier for myself, if I take this province here, then if Agartha does want to make good on getting a share of Ermor, they're going to have to go through this territory. They're going to have to go this way. Or if they can't, then I guess they're just going to have to be left alone. So, yeah, Marcus has got himself boxed in a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to let him out. But I'm going to try to... God, I got to try to make things hard for him. One of you guys made an excellent observation that once he has this Throne of Flames, he can start recruiting magma children. You may think I'm talking about Agartha a lot in this episode, and it's just because we've had a lot of contentious diplomacy, and a lot of that is just because I see Agartha as a big late-game threat. And honestly, Ermor is also a huge threat, but everybody's on board against Ermor at the moment, so I think we're handling him. The problem is if I get too distracted by a threat that isn't immediate, that I do let the immediate threat go unattended to for too long, which may be the case with Ermor. We're going to find out. Like I said, we're going to find out all of this stuff and more in the coming episodes. So, yeah, bear with me and wish me luck. We do have a decent income, 1624, but quite honestly, that's probably about the same income Daz ought to be looking at. Same income, you know, they've got growth over here. Yeah, I mean, everybody else should probably be looking at about the same amount of income, even though my Dominion, even though my, what's it called? Even though my empire, even though I control more provinces, and much is being made of the sheer number of provinces I control. But keep in mind that I don't think I control that many good provinces. Like, I have a lot, but a lot of them are very poor. Let's see, Rune of Air is crap. Throne of Water. Throne of Water. Yeah, alright. Well, unless I think of anything else to add, I am going to conclude the episode here. As always, thanks for watching, and yep, thanks for all the comments. And oh, one last thing I wanted to just mention is even though we're getting to the point of the game where everything is getting very contentious and like it is getting tense, and like our negotiations are like we're getting very hard-nosed with each other. But please remember that we are all friends, and I trust all of these guys completely. Like, I like playing games with people. I like playing games like this with people I trust because I trust them enough that we can be like conniving and scheming with each other and not take it, you know, like not take it the wrong way. So yeah, even though you might see me doing some like really evil things, like I don't know that I'm being outright evil, but I'm trying to have my hand in every single cookie jar. So even though I'm doing all kinds of stuff like that, like It's all in good fun. So, and I can only do that with people that that I trust. And like I said, I want everybody who's watching to know that I trust these guys and I like them quite a bit. And I am really having a good time, even as much as I might complain about how much concentration and effort it takes. So on that note, I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Blood! 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 Be your motto! Slit their gizzards!
Now, I'm afraid there's going to have to be a certain amount of violence. But at least we know it's all in a good cause.